Let's hope the power doesn't go out this time, huh? Airsoft. Oh, he's Ralph, dude. He's Ralphed out. Badlands Chuck's got the double belt, baby. Double belt. La la la. Eh. Welcome to the DynamiteGizmo podcast, everyone. Episode 207. I went in harmony with the song there. Episode 207. Here's today's card. It's tradition around here to show you the card, but it's not tradition to show you what's on the card. But you find out anyway because you'll talk about it. It's not Halloween yet. Don't play that. How's it going, folks? You fine, feathered friends? Whenever I want to talk about something on this podcast, it's never timed right. It's never timed right. You know, because it's like I film it on a Wednesday, let's say, and that's usually when I do film it. But something will happen like the next day on the Thursday. So it's like, oh, I want to talk about this in the next episode. But by the time I get the following episode out, which is basically a week away, the story's already dead. But guess what? It doesn't matter, folks. Enough of the gay jokes. Am I right? Okay, folks, enough of the gay jokes. Speaking of gay jokes, sketch, am I right? Sketch, am I right? Talk about gay jokes. Nah, I'm kidding, bro. Listen, here's the thing. If you don't know, you should know.
You guys got any bags of bird ham?
Sketch got all the bags of bird ham. You don't know the Sketch, what's going on with Sketch right now. I don't want to say it's a cancellation because it's not. And even if it was, I still wouldn't say it is because guess what? For the most part, cancellations are bullshit. And I don't even like saying the word. It makes my testicles go back up inside.
Jackpot.
It makes my testicles go back up inside.
Don't touch each other, please.
You tell him, Dana. But look. If you haven't seen the video, there's a video of Sketch. It's on the web. You can find it. I don't have to give you a link. I don't have to tell you. You can find it. Literally, if you just type in Sketch, you'll find it. Okay? He's been hiding from this video for 2 years now, and it's come out. And, initially he thought, and as did everyone else thought, it would ruin his career. But guess what? It didn't. It's not one of those, okay? It's not a Dr. Disrespect situation. It's different. And personally, in my opinion, I don't give a fuck about a video, and as most people don't either. And even before I saw other people's opinion, I thought, yeah, who gives a fuck? This is nothing. This is literally nothing.
Shout out my parents.
Whoops.
Shout out Banks. Shout out my parents.
The song, though.
Shout out y'all.
I can't play it because of the song. I didn't think about that. I don't want to get claimed anymore. But you saw this video. He's just, he went on live stream on Twitch. I think it was Twitch immediately after it happened, and he just fessed up to it. He's like, yeah, I did it. It was me. I'm a changed person, yada, yada, yada. He was thinking about, doing something bad with the thing. We're not allowed to say the trigger words anymore because YouTube's fucking stupid. But he has support from friends and whatnot. And it's all good. And this has already blown over. It's already blown over now, and I am covering it after it's fucking blown over. That's what I was talking about in the initial part of the video. Podcast, when it's time to talk about something on the podcast, it's already over with. I film one day, I edit the next day, I upload the next day. Sometimes I am one day off, but you got to try to get it out as quick as possible. Ideally, it would be ideal to film and upload in the same day, but I'm a one-man band here, so not really feasible. I mean, I could do it. I guess I could do it, but it's just by the time you finish filming an episode, you don't really want to do anything. All right? So if I were to try to edit, film, upload in the same day, it would turn out trashy, because not only do I have to do just the podcast itself, I have to do... Why am I explaining this? Do you give a fuck? No, you don't. So shut up, dude. Shut the fuck up. I watch, because I'm the one who does the editing, obviously. I do everything. So when I watch these videos back and I'm editing them, I'm like, stop talking about that. Stop it. And I leave myself notes to stop doing it, but I still keep going. Anyway, let's go over to this. Let me give this a quick refresh here. Can I do a new... Yeah, here we go. Have you guys... all these AI fucking chat bot things nowadays? There's a lot of them. All right, but the Microsoft Edge Copilot AI fucking chat majigger, like I didn't say the N-word if that's what you thought. I know it sounded like it. I said majigger, not manit. Anyway, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, the it's like ChatGPT, okay? Websites like that. Microsoft Edge. No one uses Microsoft Edge. But if you do, they have Copilot, which is like Microsoft's version of ChatGPT. And it's like a paid version. You can fucking create images for free and it's quick. Dude. Like, look at this. Let's see. Make me a picture of Sketch getting it up the bum. I'm just kidding. I'm not doing that. Make me a picture of Sketch, the influencer. Is that what he would be considered? Maybe I'll say streamer. I don't like the word influencer. The streamer making waffles in his ass. No, in the bathtub. Let's see what it does. This is a little... Okay, it says I'll try to create it. So let's see. Within moments... Look, it's thinking. It's going to not only give us one image, it's going to give us 4 images. There he is. I mean, it's a cartoon version, but I mean, what do you expect? It doesn't really look like him. Let's see. Can you make it less cartoony? If I could do this for like, I could just make logos. Like this is free. It's powered by Dolly. That's the one that you have to pay for. And that's the best one, apparently. And I can just do this for free on fucking Microsoft Edge. It doesn't even seem like there's a limit to this. What the fuck? It turned him into a furry. Look at this shit. That's not even Sketch. It's just like a fox eating waffles in a bathtub. But isn't that cool? Should we do one more? What should we do? Whatever. We don't need to do any more. Make Conor McGregor punching a frog. That was the auto-corrected version. I'll try to create that. Oops. Looks like there were some words that may be automatically blocked. Can't do punched. Okay. Make Conor McGregor kissing a frog. Let's see. I'm sorry, but I can't continue with that request. Okay. Time for a new topic. Make Conor McGregor hugging a frog. Can you do that, or is that too dirty for you? Nope, it's too dirty. Make Conor McGregor. How do you spell Gregor? Gregor. Shaking hands with a fucking frog. Maybe it's not as good as I thought. Why? What do you mean? I can't, I know why. It's not even punch or anything. It's Conor McGregor. That's even worse. It won't even do it because it's Conor McGregor. What if I did make sketch the, let's put in brackets here, the streamer kissing a frog. I should have said penis, because that's what he did in the video. Kissed a penis. See? It was Conor McGregor. I've tried this before with other ones. Actually, I think I did it on this podcast. I tried to do Alex Pereira. And it won't do it. It won't do any UFC fighters because they're too violent. And it hurts the fucking libtards. That's not sketch. That's not sketch. That's a woman. That's not sketch. I'm sorry, but I can't continue with this request. Maybe I shouldn't say sketch, because sketch is too broad of a word. It probably thinks I'm saying sketch an image. So what if I do, make Barack. How do you spell Barack? Is it a C? Barack Obama kissing a frog. Does that? I'm sorry, but I can't. Okay. I bet I can't do it because it doesn't want to. Man. Who could I do? Whatever. Why do I want someone to kiss a frog so badly? Hold on. Make an image of Bobby Lee in a pizza factory with a frog in his hand. Let's see.
My poo looks like angel hair pasta.
If it can't do this, well, we'll see. We'll see if it's actually Bobby Lee or if it's some chick or something. Okay. Maybe this is not as great as I thought. It was going great earlier today, and now it just can't do anything. Did I run out of fucking free uses or something? It says 2 of 30. Maybe, I don't know. Anyway, I have this other video of sketch, actually, that I thought was pretty fucking funny. In terms of the context in which we were talking about sketch. Well, the context in which everybody's been talking about sketch. Sorry. Not text. It's sketch. By the way, it's like fucking 35 degrees Celsius today. Alexa, what is 35 degrees Celsius in Fahrenheit?
35 degrees Celsius is 95 degrees Fahrenheit.
It's
By
95.
the way, I can help you find early Prime Day deals. Just ask, what are my deals? To get personalized recommendations for deals you love.
It's 95 degrees Fahrenheit here in Alberta, Canada today, which is 35 degrees Celsius. Alexa, what's the temperature right now?
Right now, It's 35 degrees Celsius.
That's what I said. That's exactly what I said. I was right. It's hot. It's hot, but it surprisingly doesn't feel as hot as I thought it would. I'm thirsty.
Spaghetti and meatballs.
Anyway, there was this video clip of Sketch and Speed doing stuff together, you know, when they were hanging out like a month or so ago, a few weeks ago. But there's this one segment in their expedition that is like scarily accurate to the footage uncovered from Sketch's demise, if you know what I mean. So why don't we give it a watch and have a giggle?
What? You gotta pee or no?
I kind of do.
All right, man. Just go.
Yes, sir.
You said what, Slips?
You talking to me here? Starting off with a sword fight?
Come on, you down? I sword fight right now on God.
Look at this. I got a dagger on me.
Man, I'm soft right now. My shit's like 2 inches soft because it's
I'm hard
cold.
24/7.
Yeah, I'm like so cold right now.
Live hard, die hard.
My dick is like all loose and soft, like a little willy.
Like mucus?
Yeah. Do yours get like shrink when it's cold too?
Oh, yeah.
But my balls are so small.
I call it turtle shell.
Yeah. Let me just go in there and just sniff here.
Whoa! You already putting the pressure on? I'm not nervous.
He looks nervous.
It's called game day nerves. I'm used to the spotlight.
So the other guy in the video turns out was Speed. I mean, we've already seen Speed's pajeen before. Speed threw out his dick right on camera. Well, on Twitch, he just plopped it out. He's like, "Look, everybody, my penis." He did it on purpose. We all saw.
I need to go and finger me booty.
Uh-oh, shouldn't have played that one.
Beep, boo, boo, bop, boo, boo, beep. I need to go and finger me
But honestly,
booty.
though, if you haven't seen the video, go watch it. It's pretty good. The Sketch video, go watch it. Like the one. It's pretty good. You might enjoy it. You never know. Go check it out. It's not as bad as you think. It's just stuff. It's just gay stuff. It's just dicks and assholes and in mouths. But it's Sketch. And you get to see his package. You get to see it all. So go check it out. You might like it. You never know. All right. So for those who don't know, but now you want to know, this podcast features the top 3 podcasts of the week based off of my recommendations. Things that I like. Things that I think you should watch. Because I love podcasts. I love them so much I made my own. So I feature the top 3 podcasts that I think you should check out. Which I already said that. So shut up, dude. And normally, I would have clips prepared for each one. But guess what? We're still pretty fresh into this segment. And so I have yet to do that. So why don't we just go ahead and I'll just whip one up right now. Get it ready. Hallelujah. 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 Listen, fuckers.
Beep, boo, boo, bop, boo, boo, beep.
He can't keep getting away with it.
Pumpkin pie. Pumpkin pie.
Wouldn't it be crazy if the power went out again? I wouldn't enjoy that. I didn't have fun editing the last episode. Anyway, the top 3 podcast of the week. Third place goes to... Actually, I have horns. Whoops, that's not a horn. Where are they at? None of these will really work. But third place winner goes to... Ari Shafir's Skeptic Tank with Mark Norman. Episode number 289. Tales of a Teenage Bedwetter. Da da da. Now I know what you're thinking. You're like, what? Why are you featuring the same podcasts over and over again each week? I know. All right, but it's there's so many out there, and I'm trying to catch up. Shut up! I don't need to explain anything. Listen, I like what I like. If you don't like it, then fuck off. Listen, this episode of Ari Shaffir's Skeptic Tank, Tales of a Teenage Bedwetter with Mark Norman, is absolutely beautiful. All right? It was recorded January 3rd, or maybe it was March 1st. I don't know the order in which the date was listed because it says 01/03/17. We do know that it was filmed or recorded in 2017. Just don't know if it was March or January. Either way, 3-month difference. Who gives a finger? Okay, it's another one of the Bottom of the Tank episodes. The one that Ari Shaffir uploaded years later with this cool fucking backdrop. Look at it. You remember from the last 2 episodes ago? Maybe not. Let me explain. Basically, this is what you're looking at the entire episode, okay? The only thing moves is what's in the window and Ari Shaffir rocking back and forth in his chair. But everything you see here, the pipe, the whiskey, the R2-D2 suitcase, the gnome, the Mark Norman fucking thing, the UFC gloves, the bloody tissue, everything you see here is a little taste of the episode. But this episode revolves around fucking Mark Norman wetting the bed as a fucking teenage boy and a child. And then you come to find out that Ari Shaffir also had this issue. And you're like, what? That's disgusting. I don't want to watch a podcast about guys who wet the bed. And you know what? I wouldn't think so either. But that's why this is the 3rd place winner. Not because it's not good, but because it is good. But not good enough to be 1st place. But I'll tell you what, you learn a lot. They go into depth about it. And, like, the struggles of how to overcome bedwetting. Because it's one of those things where, like, if you've never experienced it, you're like, I've never wet the bed. I've never had that issue. But whenever you hear about someone's issue that they've had their entire life, and you hear about the intricacies about it and how they deal with it, you're like, oh, that's really interesting, actually. Because he'll mention, like, times where he's had to, you know, when he, like, specifically sleeping over with friends, you'd be like, oh my God, I never thought about that. What happens then? Right? He would piss the bed every single time, but he would find ways to get around it. He would piss the bed. He would wake up earlier than all his other friends. He would take the sheets and his clothes and put them in the fucking his friend's washer. He learned how to use the washer as a young child because he wet the bed. It's cool little things like that. You want to listen to a podcast about piss? Check out this episode or any episode of Dynamic Banter, which eventually Dynamic Banter's got to go in the fucking roster. Okay? But I haven't watched them in a while. But they're like number 1 for me. That's where these horns came from. That's where...
You guys got any
That's Steve Zergo. That's where this came from. That's where this came from. I mean, I could talk all day about Dynamic Banter. Dynamic Banter is one of my favorite podcasts ever. But we're not talking about that. We're talking about Mark Norman.
So this bedwetting stuff. I'm trying to think what else there was. We got to the crinkle sheets.
Yeah.
So now you're going 8, 9, 10. You know there's a problem. You feel like an asshole, right?
Mm-hmm. But as I get older, it's dwindling. Like it was 5 out of 5. Then it'd be 13 years old, it was 3 out of 5. Then 15, it was 2 out of 5. So it was going away slowly. But then the blackouts brought it back.
Right.
Yeah, but I don't know. I think 1 out of 8 boys wet the bed.
1 out of 8 boys?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a lot.
Is that a lot?
That's a sizable amount of people.
Okay, because girls are way less.
Really?
Oh, yeah. Girls are like 1 out of 20.
Female privilege.
There you go.
Never talked about.
Good point.
Check it out, dude. I'm telling you. All right, but, okay. It's, like I said, it's an audio-only episode. So put it on while you're doing the dishes, while you're going for a jog, or you're going for a drive, while you're doing whatever, okay? Podcasts where you can watch, such as this one, and stuff goes on the screen, they're fine. But audio ones are great too. You don't always have to podcasts started as just audio. And you know what I found out recently? Maybe within the past year or maybe 6 months. Apple did invent the word podcast. It came from iPod. Listen to a cast, like a broadcast on the iPod. Podcast. And people had said that in the past, and I thought, nah, that's just a coincidence. But no, it's true. There's video footage of, what's his name? Steve Jobs doing one of his fucking TED Talks, speeches on stage, talking about the invention of the podcast. And he did it, dude. He did it. What a guy. What a great guy. I should put him in the top 3. And just, I guess, you wouldn't think it, but Ari Shaffir is just great at having conversations with people. He really is. No matter how much
Oompa loompa body ass bitch!
no matter how much of a piece of shit you think he is, based on the limited information you have of him, he's actually a really great guy. For real. And he would be a great friend to have. Sure, he's annoying every now and then, and he does some stuff, but he's all right. No, he's really good. He's a good mofk. He's a good mofk. Don't be shy. Don't be shy. Let's get Copilot out. Let me do fresh. I'm going to do a fresh conversation. Can you make a picture of Ari Shaffir and Mark Normand walking in a field of beds? I would love to do a field of piss, but I doubt Copilot would like that very much. So let's... What the hell is wrong now? Looks like there are some words that may be automatically blocked at this time. Sometimes even safe content can be blocked by mistake. Huh. Well, what if I did... Well, why? Is it because Ari Shaffir's make a picture of Mark Normand walking in a field of beds. I bet it still won't do it. It probably won't do any comedians because they're all controversial. Yeah, come on, Copilot, please. Oh, it's going to do it. So it was Ari Shaffir. Doesn't like Ari Shaffir. That's good to know. Let's see what you got. Oh, there he is. There's Marky. He's got a suitcase. And, oh, fuck. I hit landscape, and now it's going to fucking format it. Come on, baby, light my fire. Come on, baby, light my fire. Okay. Pretty cool, I guess. Can I go back? Looks good. Where's the other ones? Whoops. Didn't want to do that. Okay, fuck off. Oh, back. But these aren't beds, though. So it's a little confused. It just did a maze. Kind of close, I guess. And it's Mark Norman from the back. So I can't really tell if it looks like him. But... Oh, and I did Mark Norman. I forgot the D. Right? There's a D. Yeah. Yeah, well. Close enough, I guess. Close enough. Whoops. Yeah, I was scrolling on the talk the other day. And I came across this shit. Y'all know what durian is, right? Like that stinky ass fruit. It smells like poop. It smells like poo poo. And tastes like shit. Apparently, this is how you fucking harvest them. And I get it, you know, it grows high up in a tree and you got to throw it down from the tree and catch it. But the force at which these durians smash into these bags that people catch them in on the ground is, it seems obnoxiously fast. It seems impossible. It seems like it's being shot out of a fucking missile. Watch this shit. Wow! Like the noise, it knocked his hat off. Look how fast that is. Oh my god. Where's OSHA? What the fuck? Doesn't that seem too fast? Like, I get it, it's falling from the tree. But the sound and the speed. Right? And it's like, so these guys got to practice this. What's their first day on the job like? You know? What if it hits them in the head? Those are spiky fruit. They're going to get stabbed and probably die, right? If a coconut can fall from a tree and hit you in the head and kill you. Apparently there's a statistic that coconuts kill people all the time. Imagine if this shit hits you in the head. You're fucked. You're dead. You're more than dead. It'll probably cut you open. Slice you right down the middle like a fucking durian. Right? This isn't how they would do it in America. You'd have to be wearing full safety gear. Well, actually, they probably wouldn't even do it this way. You're not supposed to drop things in America.
You guys got any?
You're not supposed to drop things in America. But then I was like, so as I was watching this, I was like, why? Why is it going so fast? I have no fucking idea. But then I watched from the other angle. I found this video. There's another POV of the guy up in the tree. And yeah, all it is, he cuts it off the tree. No harness or nothing, by the way. Or maybe there's a harness. But no shoes, no nothing. He's literally one-handing it. He's got the knife in his hand. He cuts it out of the tree, holds it with the knife and the durian in his hand, and drops it. Fucking just sends it. Look at this shit.
Oh.
Wow. Why does he tap it first? Gaga googa. He doesn't even cut it. He just picks it. What's the knife for? Just to give her a tap? Is he checking for ripeness? I'm curious. Kind of does look like he's harnessed off. I see ropes, but I don't know.
Oh.
Ow. Ooh. It doesn't look that dangerous. I could probably do this. I would not want to be the guy in the tree, though. He's standing on a fucking twig. I want to know why he's tapping them.
Oh.
I think he's seeing if they're ripe. It's gotta be. And I want to see a video of someone not catching it properly in the fucking little bag. Just getting smashed in the face, or like maybe it hits them in the arm by accident. It would slice you up, dude. Ooh. Catching Durian accident. Easy blue. Actually, look, everyone wants to see it. They're all saying it. Catching Durian accident. So what if I just copy and paste this? Whoa, that's not what I want. It's not going to let me? No, it's not going to let me. Catching Durian accident. La 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 la. Oh, there's a hole in his bag. It's on fire. Ah! Gotta mute that. Look at him. He's got his bag on fire. Well, that's not even that high. Or the other ones seemed higher, didn't they? Why does he have the bag on fire? Is he just being weird? Let's see if this guy gets hurt. Is this just... that's it? Oh, no. Oh, that guy could get it right in the head. Get out of the way, buddy. Why is there a dog there? That dog could get smashed. Anyway. I don't, yeah, I don't know if there was going to be any. It'd be nice, though, wouldn't it? It'd be nice to see a nice little Durian accident. Maybe they don't have accidents. Maybe that's the thing. You know, we take safety too seriously here in America and Canada. All right? So when we do have accidents, it's because we're not taking any risks. So we don't know how to prepare ourselves. We don't know how to, you know, if we just lived life on the edge, we'd be harder and more skilled because our life depended on it. Am I right? Oliver, I know you're hungry, but so am I. I forgot to feed my dog. So he has found a bone that he has hidden in the house weeks ago. I give him a bone, he hides it. Doesn't eat it, he goes and hides it. It's his instincts.
Don't touch each other, please.
And I forgot to feed him. But don't worry, okay? I'm going to feed him. And so yeah, he's a little hungry. And he found a bone and he's chewing on that right now. It'll hold him over. I don't want to wait. I have a good video for after the second place winner. Oh, do I ever. You're going to like it. But first, we have to do the second place winner. I also haven't done an ad in a little bit. Because I keep forgetting. So maybe I'll do one. Maybe I will. So if I remember to do an ad, it'll be put right now. But if not, well, then we're just continuing on with the video. Hallelujah. How far are we into this? Like 40 minutes, somewhere around there? Where is it? Where's the time? Oh, yeah, somewhere around 40 minutes. Okay, ladies and guys, gents and friends, the second place podcast of the week goes to... Oh, Rick Glassman on Howie Mandel Does Stuff. I really am repeating podcasts, aren't I? Don't worry, it'll change it up. There hasn't been like really any fresh, new, creative ones lately, so I've been kind of having to dig through the pile of just stuff in the near past. We've been seeing a lot of the same characters ever since I started this, but trust me, it will be more diverse. Just give it time. This is like our 4th time doing this, or 5th time. It'll get more diverse. Just hang in there. All right? But as it sits right now, second place winner goes to Rick Glassman on the Howie Mandel Does Stuff podcast. I am a little disappointed in myself I didn't change it up a bit, but like I said, don't worry. Now, why do I like this episode? Well, the dynamic between Rick Glassy and how... Did I I feel like I did Howie Mandel and Rick Glassman before, didn't I? I got to take a look now because now I'm getting kind of flabbergasted. I feel like I've done it. Let me see. What was the first episode? Okay, the first episode, Howie Mandel, Sal Vulcano. Well, there's only been one other Howie Mandel, but an honorable mention was fucking Harry Mack on Take Your Shoes Off, and then I did Rick Glassman on Dr. Phil Live, so it's been a lot of Rick Glassman lately. But that's okay. Anyway, why do I like Rick Glassman on the Howie Mandel Does Stuff podcast? Well, because the dynamic between Howie Mandel and Rick Glassman is very interesting. They're both OCD maniacs. They like things a specific way, and they can't live their life unless it is that way, okay? So that's the relationship between the two. So whenever they're in a room together on each other's podcasts, whatever, Rick's been on Howie Mandel's podcast multiple times, and Howie Mandel has been on Rick Glassman's podcast multiple times. And whenever they're together, they always talk about their OCD. And it's cool to watch the way they relate to each other in that way. And you would think that because of that reason, they get along. And they do. But they're actually, but aside from the OCD stuff, their behaviors just as people are completely different. And you never really got to see that side of them. Well, you kind of do in the other episodes. But in this episode specifically, Howie Mandel, episode 194, I should have mentioned that, they both really dive in depth about their differences. We've seen their similarities in all the other episodes, but this one, we really get to see their differences.
But I got kicked out, and Bill told me why. And it was a very kind email that he gave me, and he let me in on some information. And here's the point I'm making. I play basketball a certain way. I play, because if I lose, I have to sit, and I don't want to sit. So I'm playing to win, and that is a good time for me. Other people are that way. Some people are there to get away from home and just to have a good time and to be playful, and they don't care if they sit or not. They just want it to be light. Nobody's wrong. I would go and I would play this certain way. I then found out that I was playing too intense. I was yelling too much. Whatever the intense thing is, whether or not I agree that it's too intense isn't the point I'm making. This is how I play basketball, and I'm going to play this way because this is how you win. This is how I have fun, whatever it might be.
I didn't prepare these clips, just so you know. This is him talking about basketball. We've heard him talk about basketball enough. All right. But it's really the last 3/4 of this episode. What the fuck is that noise? Whatever. Really, the last 3/4 of this episode, you get to see the dynamic of the differences between Howard Mandel and Richard Glassboy. What if that was his name? Instead of Glassman, Richard Glassboy. I thought I saw an angel last night. Anyway. Yeah, I decided I'm not going to go too in-depth for these top threes because the first few episodes I went too in-depth. And it just drags on and on and on, and it's fucking lame, dude. Just get to the point. That's what everyone wants nowadays, eh? Just get to the point, guy. Currently, as it sits right now, in the world, right now, right fucking now, there is a NATO conference happening. Literally right fucking now. So by the time this episode is uploaded, that conference is going to be over, I think. I don't know. I don't know much about politics. I just know that it's happening, and I know it's not good. Or I don't know, stuff's going on that people don't like. I don't know. I have no idea. Like even the war that's going on in Israel and Palestine, I know nothing about it. And I think I've mentioned this before. I just know it's not good. I mean, how could it be? War's not good, right? And I try to sit down and like fucking research it, but it's just like, ugh. It doesn't click with me. I can't get into it. But now I'm seeing fucking World War III trending. Austrian politicians leave the room as Zelensky begins a speech to the Austrian parliament in protest of Ukraine's unwillingness to engage in peace talks. Isn't that nice? What does that mean? I don't know. And then they've got fucking F-16 fighter jets are ready to attack Russia, yada, 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 getting drafted for World War III before GTA 6. There's a lot of GTA 6 memes. It's crazy the amount of shit that has happened between now and GTA 5. So much shit has happened in between the release of GTA 6. It is pretty crazy. Is it not? Let me go to Copilot and ask, make a picture of Howie Mandel playing basketball. I'll try to create that. You do that. How the fuck is Howie Mandel? How is Howie Mandel a trigger word that can be blocked? I'm going to report this. Okay. Make a picture of a bald comedian playing basketball. Now, if this gets blocked, I am going to rip off my testicles that have gone up inside and feed them to Zelensky. Ah, there it is. Oh, he's got a beard, though. This is the closest thing. There he is. Howie Mandel playing basketball. Oh, and I did the trigger word comedian, so he's dressed kind of goofy. Isn't that nice? His beard gets bigger in each photo, and in this one, his beard is fucking gingy. How crazy is it that we're living in a time where this can happen? You know? It's happening so fast. And remember back in the old day, in the 90s, early 2000s, a new technology would emerge. Everyone would be so excited. We'd be like, holy shit. This is fucking crazy. We can put music on a little square thing. I don't need fucking discs. I don't need CDs anymore. I can just put 50 songs on this thing. Whoa. Or what about when even just discs were introduced? You're like, I don't have to fucking rewind a VHS anymore? What? I just put this circle in here? What? And there's like games on the menu? Holy shit. I remember getting Finding Nemo DVD. That was my first DVD. We got a DVD player. I got Finding Nemo. And then when I was like, you can play games on this shit? This is so fucking cool. You got the TV remote and you're playing games. It was the coolest shit ever. But nowadays, everyone hates the technology that's coming out and we don't want it. We're scared of it. We're like, oh my God, AI is going to take over. Virtual reality is going to make our minds numb. Electric cars are going to kill us all. Neuralink is going to take over our minds and brainwash us. cryptocurrency is going to take away from our freedoms of money. And it's like, oh no. I guess it's technically the opposite. I don't know. But we're not going to have cash anymore. No one wants that. We're all scared. We're scared of the technology that comes out nowadays. We're scared of it. Where we used to be excited and happy, but now we're scared of it. It's the end of the world. But that's what we say. Every decade, every generation, we all have that fear. We all think it's the worst time. But it's not. It's actually the best. And it only gets better. Think about the people in 1899. What were they thinking at the turn of the century? Uh-oh. The horseless carriage. It's taking away everyone's jobs. What about the people who ride horse and carriages for a living? Huh? Which is everybody. We need it. We don't want these fucking horseless carriages. I don't want to have to worry about buying fuel to put into it. That's crazy. And they go so fast, they're dangerous. But look what happened. Now we couldn't even imagine going back to horses and carriages. Now we just use them as sport at stampedes so that we can just kill the horses. They died. I witnessed one die the other day at a stampede. It died. 2 of them kicked a bucket, crashed, ba-boom, bye-bye, dead. Whatever. I got this cool video to show you. You know? We're talking about fucking early technology. Well, this was a 1980s commercial for Band-Aids. And it just gets better and better the more you watch. So why don't we lighten it up a bit?
1980s insensitivity.
I love to wear bandages just to get attention. But now I use Band-Aid brand clear from Johnson & Johnson. It's the bandage with the see-through strip, so people hardly notice I'm wearing a bandage at all. Which is nice.
Worth it.
Because now that I'm grown up, I want people to notice me. Not my bandage.
Only Johnson & Johnson makes Band-Aid brand clear. Clearly the best-looking bandage ever. Help us help retarded children. Look for Johnson & Johnson coupons in Sunday's paper.
I'm sorry? That took a turn, didn't it? What was that at the end there?
Johnson makes Band-Aid brand clear. Clearly the best-looking bandage ever. Help us help retarded children. Look for Johnson & Johnson coupons in Sunday's paper.
Ah. What?
Pumpkin pie.
What does it mean? So, I guess in the 80s, you just said retarded. Isn't that nice? Can we bring that back? Help us help retarded children. What an ad. That was just how we talked back then. We're just like, yeah, he's got Down syndrome. Oh, he's retarded. Yeah, he's retarded. This is my retarded son, Jeffrey. He's a retard. Be nice. Hey, Timmy, be nice to Jeffrey. He's a retard. Okay? Don't be mean to the retards. But no, can't do it anymore.
Pumpkin pie.
Leave Jeffrey alone. He's eating his pumpkin pie. He's a retard. Let him eat his pumpkin pie.
Pumpkin pie.
Oh. But I remember when I was in school, the special needs classroom, we would shorten it down from special needs to SPEDs. That's what we called them. That's the SPED room. There's the SPEDs. He's a SPED. And then it eventually turned into an insult, you know, if you did something stupid or whatever. Instead of saying retard, which we did say retard a lot, and I still love that word, you would say you're a SPED. Stop being a SPED, you fucking SPED. Special ed. SPED. SPOP. Spoop. Or special needs, because there's an ED in there. Special needs. Special ed. Special education. SPED. Spaduki. Did you guys ever say that as a young child? Huh? I don't even know why I want to show this, but I guess I will. You know, if you haven't seen Crawley, you should crawl out of your rock that you're living under, because he's all over the fucking internet. Millions of views, every single thing that he uploads. Millions. TikTok has been removing his sound, though, his signature sound. What a bunch of arseholes. And he recently got caught in one of the stores that he does his little shindig in. The security got real pissed. Kicked him out. But this is an alternate POV. This is the POV of Crawley being filmed and how it's done. Pretty interesting. I bet you haven't seen this. Well, maybe you have. He's not walking as fast as he looks in the video.
Het is slow motion, Koepa. Ja pierdolę! Ja pierdolę!
They're making noises. Whew, I'm getting hungry now. Oh, yeah. Simply irresistible, beep. All right, who's number one? Let's fucking do this shit. Oh, here, now we're changing it up a little bit. You ever heard of Lex Friedman? Well, he's got a podcast and he's Russian. And he does jujitsu. And he does jujitsu. And he plays guitar. And he's very like monotone. Hard to listen to sometimes, but he's very smart. He's very interesting. Asks great questions. And he recently had a fellow on who goes by the name of, what the fuck's his name? Paul Rosalie. This guy's like a jungle fucking maniac. He goes into the jungle and fucking jumps on anacondas and shit. He's trying to preserve the rainforest. But Lex did an episode with Paul in the fucking rainforest. They set up a fucking podcast in the rainforest. Like in the actual forest. And Lex is wearing a fucking suit the whole time, sweating his bag off. A snake comes in at one point. They're playing with a snake. It's crazy. You've never seen a podcast like this. I guarantee you. Not only is it an interesting episode to listen to Paul talk about all the animals and the wildlife that goes on within the rainforest, but you get to watch it while they're literally in the forest. You hear the sounds. You see the leaves. The only thing you don't get to do is smell the nature.
So we're out there, and there's deer, and there's cats, and there's a jaguar, and there's a puma, and there's all these animals out there. And we're out in the night, in the inky black night, in this ocean of darkness beneath the trees, and we're just exploring and getting to see everything. And there's all these little eyes and heartbeats. I love the jungle at night, man. It's the most exciting thing.
Yeah, one of the things you do when you turn off the headlamp.
Yeah.
Complete darkness. Yeah. All around you. And just the sounds.
Everything you hear, the cicadas, the birds, they're all screaming about sex.
Yeah.
All the time. So they're just trying to get laid.
Yeah.
So all of them are making mating calls. Now the trick is to make your mating call without attracting a predator.
Yeah.
But at night, what amazes me is that for us, it's so from the caveman logic of it's hard to make fire here. It's hard to even light a fire here. To having this incredible beam of it, you know, all of a sudden we can look at the jungle. And walk through that darkness, then we're seeing the frogs on those leaves and the snakes moving through the undergrowth and the deer sneaking through the shadows. It's like, it's almost as supernatural as skydiving. It's a strange thing to be able to.
Very interesting. Very interesting. And I actually haven't watched the full episode, but from the big chunk of the episode that I did watch, it's very pleasant. I like it a lot. I recommend getting into the bathtub, lighting a candle or two, maybe grab a cookie or 7, maybe a glass of milk. Bubbles. Put bubbles in the tub, maybe a fucking bath bomb. Fucking put this on. Makes it feel like you're in the jungle waters. Maybe throw some leaves in the tub too. Make it feel real nice. There's nothing like listening to a podcast in a tub at night with candles and Paul Rosalie talking into your sweet, sweet ears.
Not a fuck you, what do you need, or nothing.
Seriously, check it out. You might like it, you might not. Oh. What the fuck? I thought oh, this was what I was supposed to do. Oh, fuck. Look at him. Look at him, man. Look at Alex. He is hanging on to that fucking thing. Look at him. Woo, baby! If anyone's going to hang on to a tube tighter than their mother's asshole, it's Alex Pereira. I don't think he falls off. I haven't seen this whole video. Doesn't look like he's falling off. He's just stone-faced the whole time. No pun intended. I should get a Chama soundbite. Wouldn't that be nice?
He's jacking! He's jacking! He's jacking! He's jacking!
I don't have any UFC updates because there isn't any. It hasn't happened yet. Other than I did watch the Nate Diaz and Jorge Masvidal boxing match, and I watched the whole card. All the prelims, all the early prelims, and the main card. I missed a few. I missed like a few rounds of one of the fights. I don't remember which one, because I wanted to go get some snacks and some beverages that make me loopy. And I just came to a realization that it's like I'm not into boxing, dude. I respect the sport, and I think it's great, and obviously it's a skill you need to be involved in MMA. But I just prefer UFC, like by far. Everything about UFC is better. It's just the boxing events they're boring as fuck. I hate to say it, but they're fucking boring. You're sitting there for 6 to 10 rounds, they're just hitting each other and hugging and backing off, and there's no excitement. The announcer does not hype you up nearly as much as Bruce Buffer. The segments in between, the clips where they're the montages of the fighters and whatever, it doesn't even fucking come close to UFC. So if I watch it again, which I will every now and then, like I'm gonna watch Jake Paul bare knuckle box Mike Perry, that'll actually be very interesting. But I'm not gonna watch the prelims or anything. I'm just gonna watch the main event. That's all I care about. Same with when he fights Mike Tyson, if he ever does. So the next UFC event's coming up. Wait, what is next? It's not for a little bit, right? No. Come on, baby. We're not doing that one. Upcoming, we've got a fight night. This girl, look at this girl, by the way. What's she looking at? Huh? What is she looking at? Okay, 304. Edwards and Muhammad 2. That is 27th. So when is that? Not this weekend, not next weekend, but the weekend after. And then which this one, it's going to be awesome. This is going to be really great. Oh, yeah, and then 305, Duplessis and Adesanya. And then whoever wins that, hopefully Strickland gets to come back and try to get that belt again. I think Izzy's going to get the belt back. Okay, I think Izzy's going to get the belt back. I think Strickland's going to get his second chance at the belt. And then Strickland's going to fuck Adesanya up one more time, baby. And then, yeah. And then when? Is the Sphere next? I don't know. I don't really care about these fight nights. I don't care about the main numbers, baby. Anyway, here's Chama making a burger. Looks good, by the way. I could really use a burger right now. Chama! Yeah. He's doing it just like her. It's a good song, by the way, too. Come on, Chama. Fold it over. Delicious. Yeah, smile, baby. What you think, boy? Yeah, that's good, huh? Did he say Chama? I don't know. He must have. There's no way he didn't. I couldn't really hear. Chama. But yeah, I think that's it. What else do I have? I have nothing. That is... Oh, I guess... Yeah, whatever. That's it. We don't need to do any more. I'm fucking hungry as shit. I want to get out of here. I want a milkshake. I want pizza. But I'm not eating any of that. I don't know what I'm eating, but I'm eating something. And here's just another recap of the top 3 winners. Skeptic Tank, Howie Mandel, Lex Friedman. Check them out, baby. Links in the description. And, well, that's it for this episode of the DynamiteGizmo podcast. Hope you enjoyed it. Like, comment, subscribe, hit bell, do whatever. Or don't. You know how it is around here. You don't have to do any of that. But if you want to, go ahead. Anyway, see you in the next one. Bye.